welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about actually a requested video, and we're going to be comparing two different cleansers, and it is the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser by Krave Beauty and the Soothing Tea Cleansing Gel by ThenIMetYou. So I have talked about this cleansing gel before on my channel, but I've never mentioned this Krave Beauty one before, and I'm definitely going to be doing a Krave Beauty review on their line, so definitely stay tuned for that. But for now, we're going to be going over the difference between these two and kind of my take on either one and how I felt they worked for my skin. So at first, when this video was requested to me, I just ordered the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser, so I actually knew nothing about it, and then I realized once I opened it and I used it for the first time, I could see why people would be kind of confused between the two cleansers and really what was the big difference. This Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser contains 40% matcha, which is a really good source of antioxidants, and then it also contains hemp seed oil, which is really good for hydrating the skin and bringing moisture to the skin. This also has a low pH, which is good for any skin type because low pH won't strip the skin of its natural skin barrier, and that is the real goal of this cleanser, which I was reading online, and they even have it right here on the bottle, where the goal is not to strip the skin and to keep that skin barrier intact. And a lot of cleansers tend to damage the skin barrier because they're so focused on either getting rid of oil and having that clean feeling, but in reality cleansers should not do that, and if they do, you really need to reevaluate the kind of cleanser you're using. So that was the goal of the Matcha Hemp Cleanser, and those are the types of ingredients and the low pH that you'll find within this cleanser. So now we have the ThenIMetYou Soothing Tea Cleansing Gel, and I have talked about this before, and I really love this cleanser. And this cleanser contains licorice root extract, which is really great for hydrating the skin, and then it also has green tea, which is a good source of antioxidants. Also has a low pH, just like the Matcha Hemp Cleanser, and again, that won't strip the skin barrier. And then it also contains rice ferment filtrate, which is a bit different from the matcha cleanser. Rice ferment filtrate is for brightening and radiance, and it will reduce hyperpigmentation, good for acne scars. And the matcha cleanser doesn't really have that. The matcha cleanser seems to be more focused on hydration and not stripping that barrier, where this has it's a little bit more multifunctional in that sense. So basically, both of these cleansers have antioxidants in them. Both of them have low pHs, and both of them have the antioxidants that will protect from sun damage. They'll restore that skin barrier. They won't strip the natural barrier of the skin. They have a lot of similarities, and they'll moisturize the skin as well. So that is the similarities between the two. So let me get into the differences and kind of how I felt using them and which one I liked the best, because I do have a favorite, but neither of them I felt were bad. I thought they were both great, but one I felt did a little bit more hydrating than the other. So as I had stated before, it's really easy to see why people would kind of be confused with these two products, mainly because you can see that they have a really similar consistency. Like, they have the same viscous, gooey consistency as each other. So you're kind of like, all right, so what's the difference ingredient wise? And the difference ingredient wise for me would probably be that this one has rice ferment filtrate and this one does not. So the rice ferment filtrate in here provides more radiance, glow, it brightens hyperpigmentation, all that. But the other difference that I would say is that I actually feel like the ThenIMetYou Soothing Tea Cleansing Gel is actually more hydrating than the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. So why I think that? I think it might be because of the licorice root extract. I feel like this definitely has a more viscous consistency than the matcha cleanser. The matcha cleanser is a bit lighter to the touch, and it also has a lighter color as well, but the color doesn't really contribute to the effect of it. but this is definitely thicker and it is more hydrating. Like when I use it, I feel like my skin is left more hydrated to the touch after I get out of the shower. With the matcha cleanser, it does not strip my natural skin barrier, it does not leave my skin dry, and it is lightly hydrating, I have to say, but my skin just feels normal after I use it. Like it doesn't feel really hydrated and it does not feel stripped. It is like the perfect balance, and I think that this cleanser would actually be a really great fit for those of you who have oily skin or combination skin, because sometimes when you use a cleanser that's too hydrating to the skin, even if you're using an oil cleanser, if it's too oily, it might just irritate you. It might not contribute to the oil, but sometimes it's just annoying. The consistency is just annoying on your oily skin. So the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser would be good for those of you with oily to combination skin, because it doesn't really like give you that super boost of hydration that makes you feel kind of uncomfortable. You know, you get your clean skin and it doesn't strip your barrier like a lot of cleansers would for your skin type, and it lightly hydrates, so it's not overbearing. It's the perfect amount of hydration that you need for your skin. But since I have dry skin, I might look for a cleanser that kind of hydrates a little bit too much. Just because my skin's so parched all the time, I just need that hydration 24/7. But I do love using this. I love using this. There's nothing bad about it, but I do think that it might work better for certain skin types versus people who have really, really dry skin. I don't know if it's hydrating enough for me, but you guys can definitely try it out. So that was kind of it for the comparison. Again, this is the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser by Krave Beauty, and this is the ThenIMetYou Soothing Tea Cleansing Gel. And both of these brands are really amazing. They have a lot of integrity, and they truly stand by what they say and the ingredients that are in the products, and they show effective results. So I love both these cleansers. I would highly recommend them to anyone. Just definitely keep in mind what your skin type is and maybe purchase accordingly. So that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful in your journey of figuring out which one you guys want. Maybe you can get both. So thank you so much for watching again, and I hope this video helped you to feel a bit more comfortable in your own skin. Bye.